Hello friends! Welcome to my July bullet journal move-in video. I recently received this awesome Archer and Olive notebook and I wanted to use it for the back half of the year, so I decided to do a little migration and I wanted to take you guys along and show you how I prepared a journal for the second half of the year. So the first thing I have in here is inspired by bullet journal queen Amanda Rach Lee, and it is a dot grid spacing sheet. So it shows basically how to divide your page up into quarters, thirds, and halves. It's just really handy, and I kept mine in pencil because I don't trust myself to draw those beautiful lines the same way twice. And on the right side, I just wanted to hand letter a little quote to kind of introduce the journal for the second half of the year, kind of give myself a mission statement. So I lettered this quote from Morgan Harper Nichols that says, "It is okay if it takes time for this mountain to be climbed." I just thought that was really nice. And then I added some washi tape at the bottom that is from the brand Crate Paper with little unicorns on it, because unicorns just make everything better. On to the next spread, I wanted to do the next 6 months in my future log, the last 6 months of 2019, which is a crazy sentence. I added in the days of the week below the names of the months, and then I did just simple black lines with white lettering on top. Again, I saw Amanda Rach Lee do this in her bullet journal, and I really wanted to try it now that I have a journal that doesn't bleed, and I was really excited about how it turned out. I think it turned out super cute, and I just went with this really simple peach color to kind of tie the whole notebook together. And then I was just changing the video I was watching. I've been recently watching the Joey Graceffa YouTube series Escape the Night. It's free right now, and so I've been really enjoying that because I don't have access to YouTube Premium and I don't really want to spend money on it either, so it was nice that I got to watch them for free. They were really, really great and just wacky and weird, and it was so much fun watching all of these YouTubers I used to watch when I was, like 18, 19, and seeing, oh, there's Joey Graceffa and iJustine and My Life as Ava, and I'm like, I used to watch all of you when I was younger, and it was really neat to kind of revisit that era of my life through that series. And I love escape rooms and murder mysteries, so it kind of checked all my boxes and was a very light and fun thing to have on in the background for a couple days. I'm just finishing up the numbering on my future log, double checking. I think I almost forgot how many days were in one of the months because that seems to always happen to me when I bullet journal. My next page is my 2019 goals. These I basically copied over from my last bullet journal, and I kind of did a little bit of an update. A couple things changed since the beginning of the year, so I wanted to design my goals a little bit more oriented toward the end of the year rather than what my goals were in January. I like to split my goals into career goals, which is things like my Etsy shop and looking for a job in my field and all that fun stuff you do as an adult. And then creative goals, which is like my blog and my scrapbooking and my lettering. And then my personal goals, which is mostly mental and physical health, trying to take care of my body and my mind and all that important stuff. And I just lettered that really simply and created these bigger goals with smaller goals underneath to kind of focus on. So for example, under my Etsy shop, I have designing product and learning about taxes and pricing my items, and then finally opening the shop, which hopefully will be coming soon to an internet near you. That's the hope. It's getting close. There's a lot to think about, a lot more than I realized to think about, so gotta cover your bases. That's what I was always taught. On the right hand side is actually a new spread for me. I did not have this in my last bullet journal, and it's a 2019 memories page. So I just wrote in 3 kind of major memories I've had so far this year. It hasn't been like a super exciting year, but I did travel to Disney World with my mom. I started playing Dungeons and Dragons with a few friends, which is so much fun. Oh my goodness, I never thought it would have that much humor to it, and we just laugh so much when we play it. It's so great. And then lastly, I started my YouTube channel, which is very exciting and what you're watching right now. And hopefully I'm going to be doing a lot more with that. I'm very excited to kind of see where that goes. And then I'm just filling in a little YouTube play button down here underneath. Thank goodness that's so easy to draw. And I can finish filling in more memories as the year continues. This spread is one that I've had in my last 2 bullet journals that I really like. It's my television that I've watched this year and my movies that I've watched this year on the left side. I haven't watched a lot of new TV and movies this year, but I've been doing a lot of rewatching. But I have watched the first season of Riverdale, which was an experience, and then, of course, Escape the Night. And I've also been watching Nailed It, which I forgot to write in there, which was very funny. On the right-hand side, I have my bookshelf. This is also a staple spread that has been in, this has been in all my bullet journals so far. Might have been in all my bullet journals. Basically, I just draw some books onto a shelf, and then as I read books in the latter half of the year, I'll be drawing in the names of the books on the spines and then coloring the books in when I finish reading them. I was just double checking there to make sure that it didn't bleed through, and it didn't. The books really are as good as everyone says they are. I would highly recommend this Archer and Olive journal. And I just added in a little mug illustration and then moved on to my last page. And this is another one that is super essential for me, and it is my blog posts and YouTube ideas. So I have a list of posts I want to write in my blog and corresponding videos I want to do for my YouTube channel. I just hand lettered the name of my blog up at the top with a little drop shadow behind it. And then underneath, I drew these little black banners and wrote on them in white. And again, I thought that turned out really, really well. I think there's a reason Amanda Rachley is the queen of bullet journals, and it's because she comes up with ideas like this that look really, really good and really, really fun. And because July is only halfway over, I decided to copy my July spreads into my bullet journal. So this is just me doing my July cover page, and I just wrote Hello Again July because I've already done Hello July in my other bullet journal. And then I continued with the strawberry theme. I did that you can see on my Instagram. There's a little personal plug for my Instagram. And I just drew in a bunch of strawberries all around July and did those up with a white gel pen to draw little dots on them for seeds. And then I went back through with a marker and drew the little stems in over top right here. I've been eating a lot of strawberries this July. And here's a final flip through of the opening spreads to my new bullet journal. Of course, I'll be doing more collections throughout the journal as I go, but this is just a look at how I set it up to start the second half of my year. So I hope that the last half of 2019 is good to you and that you make lots of great memories. Be sure to subscribe if you want to see more videos, and keep it magical, friends. Goodbye.